Have you tried the start with a plan option that is available in the Power Apps homepage? Now that is crazy. It will create a complete Power Platform solution whenever you will tell your problem in just a natural language. That means you will just tell your problem. There are a couple of agents are available which will create the complete Power Platform solution. Now why I am saying complete Power Platform solution? Because it will create apps for you. It will create flows for you. It can create power pages for you. It can also create Copilot agents for you. I give a prompt that my employees should be able to search for the training or select a training, and managers should be able to approve the training, right? So this is a problem that I said, and it created a couple of apps for me. One app, which is a Canvas app, it created so that employees can select a training and then they can submit it. The other one, it created a model driven app which manager will use to approve or reject the trainings. And also I created one Copilot agent that will answer my queries. For example, I will say, for this request ID, can you give me details? So it provided me, and all this possible by just simply a few clicks and telling the problems in natural language. I have explained everything in this video, so watch till the end so you will get a complete idea about it, how it works. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Vijay and I am a Microsoft MVP. I make videos on Power Apps, Power Automate, Copilot Studio, SharePoint, SPFX, all these Microsoft 365 technologies. If you are serious about learning, then subscribe to the channel and you will get notified whenever I'll make videos on this. I'll see you inside the video. Alright, now let us see how we can use this start with a plan option in Power Apps to create a complete Power Platform solution. Okay. Now let us first understand what it is. So plan in Power Apps is a Copilot first tool that will help you to quickly build a complete business solution where you will describe your business requirement by using a natural language. Now understand this. You can also upload images. For example, what should be the flow, or even you can upload images from your legacy applications where you want to let's say replication look and feel, right? So you can, if you will put that screenshot, it will try to create accordingly. And also, as I said, this is not just about creating only an application or an app. It is about creating a full Power Platform solution, which will including your Dataverse tables. So because behind the scene you require to have tables, and then also it can create Canvas and model driven apps, and then that will decide by itself, right? I will show you how that works. And then it can also create Power Pages sites, and then Power Automate flows and Copilot Studio agents, right? So that means it can also create agents for you. Now few things I'll show you in my tenant, like this Power Automate flow is in the preview version. So we will see how that works. So for this, what I will do here is two important things you need to understand. One is Dataverse is must, and the second one is Copilot should be enabled in your environment, right? So if I will just go to Power Platform environment, I just wanted to show you this. For example, let's say I'll go to Power Platform Admin Center, and on this, if you'll go to manage, right, and then you will be able to see all your environments here, right? Now what you can, how you can see whether Copilot is enabled or not. Let's say I will go to this environment. Now let's say this is the training environment. You click on this, and then you will see here, then you click on settings, and this will open the settings page, expand this product option, and then features, and here you will be able to see whether Copilot is enabled or not. You can see it here, right? So in our case, in this training environment, this is done. So now we will see how we can use this. So go to make.powerapps.com, and in this you can in fact you can also choose your environment, right? In this case, if you'll see here, I can select the environment which we did now. Let's say the training environment, right? So now you can see this is the training environment, and on this you can see this is the option which is saying start with a plan. Now when you click on this start with a plan, you will see two options. One is create a plan, and the other one is try new experience, that is vive.powerapps.com. I'll put a link in the video description. I have created a few videos on that. You can have a look at that also. Now what I'll do here is I will click on this create a plan. What it is saying is you tell your business problem, and our AI will understand that, and we will generate the plan and also the solution, right? So assume that we want that employees should select training courses or trainings, and then manager will approve those things, right? So that employees can take the trainings. So I will write the same thing. For example, I'll say employees should select the training from the list of trainings, and manager should be able to approve or reject, okay, the training. So in the broad level I gave, this is our problem statement, right? I'll click on generate. Now when you will click on generate, what will happen here is, now it will first understand your problem, and then it will taking the requirement first. So that's the reason you see here requirement agent is analyzing this, right? So that means first what happened was, there was a agent who is working for us, who is trying to understand our business problem, and the agent is trying to tell us what exactly that we require, right? So before going into this, let me show you. Click on this, and then you can see here one people and four agents are working. What are those agents? One agent is requirement agents, the other one is a process agents, then data agent, and then solution agent. The requirement agent understanding our problem, and then based on that it is creating a requirement for us. Then the process agent will create the process. Then third will be the data agent. The data agent, what it will do is, it will create the dataverse tables, and then the solution agent will make our solution, right? So all these agents will work, and then you can see here one person, I am modifying this, or I am into this plan. You can also share this, and you can invite other people, let's say your team members, to this plan, and at a time you can I think 100 users can be participating in the plan, but one person can modify it, right? There is not like simultaneously multiple people can do modification. One person, after the one person has been done, then other person can modify this, right? So now you coming back to this here user requirement, you can see here employee, and then employee who select and request training courses. As a user, I need to select a training from available list so that I can enhance my skills, submit the training request, view the status of my training request, and also receive notifications, right, on approve or reject. Same way, if you'll see here, manager will be responsible for approving reject, approving or rejecting training request. As a used, I need to do these things, right? View pending trainings as a manager, and then I can approve or reject. So these things are there, right? So now if you'll see here, you have the option, you can click on edit, or you can say looks good, right? So if you want to change it, so you can click over here, and then you can provide your requirement here, right? Suppose I will say I also, or I will say with this I want an agent that should answer my queries. Let's say I just put like this, right? You can try with different different options, but I said with this I also need an agent. So let's see what is our requirement agent now understanding and showing to us, right? If we'll agree to this, we can do that. Agree. Now you can see here agent who answer queries related to training selections, request, and approval process, right? You can see it here, right? As a user, I need to do these things, and then you can keep it or you can discard it. So let's say we want to keep it. Let's say I will say I want to keep it, right? So you can see here till now, this time, now it is look good. So our agent is things has been done. Now you can see user processes, right? So in the user processes, now it will try to solve the business problems. So now if you'll see here the user processes, it will be like training selection and request submission, training request review and decision, and then training request tracking and support, right? Where you will have the agent will work for us, right? So that is also look good. You can click on look good. Now if you'll see here, it is trying to create the data model for us, right? So the data agent now created the data model for us. You see here employee, training, and training request, everything, right? Then I will say looks good, right? You can see here whatever it created over here also, right? Now you see here technology, right? So what now it is saying that training selection on portal will be a canvas app, training approval manager will be a model driven app, training request notification will be of course flow, and then training guidance agent will be an agent, right, who will answer our queries about the course options or request processes, approval steps, everything it will do, right? So now what I'll do here is I will say looks good. So now the data agent, what it will do is now it will start to create tables for us in the Dataverse. So meanwhile it is creating this thing. Let me show you that we have the complete SharePoint training course, which will include SharePoint, Power Platform, and SPGuides SPFX. This SharePoint and SPFX is completely done, re-recorded everything. So that means that is completely new. Power Platform, I'm now working on it. That means almost completed. And then if you will go for the bundle, then you will get everything like all the 3 courses. With that also we have some SPFX solutions like small tools and Power Platform solutions. These are like small tools. So 50 plus and 100 plus solutions you will be able to download it here, right? So you can go through this if you are serious about learning SharePoint, Power Platform and everything. I will put this link in the video description. You can have a look at this. These are actually lifetime access, and you will be able to access our monthly live sessions. Community support will be there in WhatsApp group, and also if you are looking out for job, then we will help you in placement as well as one-to-one interview sessions also, right? I'll put the link in the video description. You can have a look at it. Now coming back to this, so you can see here your table has been saved. To create and customize an object, just hover over it and select create. So now if you'll see here, this is our Canvas app. So I will click on this. You can see here it is showing me create. The moment I'll click on this create option, it will open our make.powerapps.com, where it will create the Canvas app for us. So now if you look at this, you can see it created a fully functional responsive Power Apps app. You can see it created multiple screen. One is welcome screen, training request screen, training screen, right? And employee screen, right? All these things are there here. You can, if you want to play, you can play it here, and you can see here, right? This is responsive. You can click on this layout and then you will be able to see what how it is coming. Now look at this. Suppose I will click on, this is the welcome screen, by the way, and here is the employees. Now you will be able to see this many employees are there. If you want to add employees, you can click on this and you will be able to add employees, employee name, email, and then manager role. Like this you can add employees to it. And also that if you want to do delete, edit operations, those things also possible. I'll navigate to the home page, and same way if you'll go to the trainings, you see here there are multiple trainings it has been added. And look at this, these are the default data which are there. So you can even write in the language that if you want to add more columns and stuff like that, it will do that, right? So and also this is an independent app now, so you can also customize it, right? So same way if I'll go to the home page and I will say training request, so these are the training request. You can see it here, right? And then as a manager you can even go here and then you can edit it, and then you can change the status here, right? Approve, reject, or pending, whatever you can do this, right? Suppose I will say approve. Now you can see here, you save it and this will become approved, right? Again, this is a fully functional app. As I said, it created, right? You can click on publish and you can also save and publish, so it will be published, right? So now let's go to the second one. Second one, you will see here, this is a training approval for manager. That means manager can approve these things, right? So if you'll click on this create option, now what it will do is it will create a model driven app where this will be for the managers, right? Where managers will go and then they can see that and they can approve or reject the training request. So now you can see here, this created a model driven app. For the managers, you can click over here and you can publish and continue. So once you click on publish and continue, then it will publish this, and then we can play this app so that we can see how it is appearing, right? So let it first publish completely. So now you can see here it is published. So I'll click on this, and then you will see here now this model driven app for the manager, right? You can see employees, they can see all the employees who are there. You can click on this and then you can even employee details. So you can see here, right? You will be able to edit this as a manager. It has been sent this, show these options. And same way if you'll see here, this is the main thing. You can see here training request, right? So now suppose you can see here, these are like approve, rejected request. And here if you'll see, click on this and then you can see here it is opening this. And if you want to edit this or approve or reject this, select this and then you can approve it, right? So that's how you can do it. A manager can use this application, right? So this is our second application, right? You can now let's go back here. Next one is the training request notification, the Power Automate flow. So I want to show you one thing here. So the moment I click on this, look at the URL here. You can see here it is going to make.preview.powerautomate.com. That means this feature is now in the preview mode, right? So all the actions and connectors are not not fully created. So that's the reason it is not able to create it. And you can see here it is telling us that you can start from a template or start from a blank. However, how we can do a flow, right? So that is what it is telling us to do. So for now, this is not possible, right? Because this is not fully completed. But let's go to our training request agent, right? So once I click on this, you can see here it is opening copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Now if we'll see it here, now it created a agent for us, though it is still on preview, right? And it is asking us to test our agents. So you can see here it used this GPT-5 chat, and then you can ask your question, right? So let me just go to a request number REQ-002, right? Let's give this, and then we will see how it is working. So show me more information about I'll give this -00, let's say 3, right? I will, so this we will see whether it is working or not. Most likely to work. Also I have some Copilot videos are there. I'll put the link, and then you can have a look at those videos. All right, so you can see here it gave us the information: training request details RUK-001 requested by this training course, status rejected. So let's see 3, let me go here, 3 status is rejected. So all the information are correct here, right? You can see everything is correct here, right? So now you can see here our agent is also giving the correct information for us, right? So one more thing I want to show you is, if you'll go this, then you can click over here, and now you can see here what it is saying, that where do you want to save this thing. Select an existing solution, right? So for all these things, whatever it did, right, whether it is Power Apps or Flow or the agent, so everything is under one solution, and I will click on save, right? So once it is saved, if you'll go back to make.powerapps.com, then there you will be able to see under the solution that our solution has been saved now. So you can see here I went, and then you can see this is our solution, right? So now this is how you can work with Make a Plan in Power Apps. And this is not only just creating one application, not only this is just working in Power Apps or Power Automate or Copilot Studio, it will work with everything, right? Even if you'll give for Power Pages, it will create a site for you, right? So you see here, every time I said it to create, it open the corresponding application and create a app for us. That's how you can work with Start a Plan option in Power Apps. So if you want similar kind of videos, then subscribe to the channel, because here I put videos on SharePoint, Power Platform and SPFX, right? Thank you, and I will see you soon.